Pride is one of those things that most men suffer from without even realizing it until it's way too late. And I was one of them. It includes me, okay? And the reason why this video that you're seeing right now, the video before this was 9 months ago. It goes to show the pride between those months, okay? Because I've always been meaning to make YouTube videos, and I even broke my promise on the first video I ever made, which is, to document my journey every single day and posting it, which I was doing. It's on my phone, but I just didn't post it because I thought to myself, oh, let me just post it once I make it, kind of like an archive, but it didn't even make sense, bro. So for those, for those people who don't know who I am, um, my name is Rob. I go by Road to Blends, and I'm a barber. Okay, I do my barber. Well, I got my studio here in my garage in my house. Um, I post on social media as well, and some people would call me a TikTok barber, right? Um, but yeah, one of the biggest mistakes I have made during this journey, right, was believing in my own hype. What do I mean by that? It's exactly what it sounds like. Believing in my own hype. 2 years ago, right? That's when I blew up. Quote unquote, I blew up on social media. You know, that's when people started to recognize me in public. That's when my followers kept going up. That's when my business started to go up as well. And, you know, that's when my life changed. Now, naturally, people around me started to, you know, give me compliments, started to give me props, saying, oh, bro, you've made it. Oh, bro, you gone clear. Oh, bro, um, you're famous now. This, that, and the third. And, you know, that was my mess up, was actually believing that. The reason why it was a mistake was because believing in my own hype actually killed my hunger in this thing, in this entrepreneur stuff. It killed my desire to become better. That's why I truly believe if I wasn't so prideful, I would have been making. I wouldn't be here. First of all, I would be somewhere else. I would have moved out. Number two, I'd be making way more money than I would have been making. I would have been making like minimum 10K a month easily. But because I was so prideful, to be honest, to be to be quite frank with you, man, I haven't moved forward in a year. That is the reality. Okay. On paper, everything looks good. I'm charging £50 a haircut. Got this much following, this that, but I actually haven't moved forward. If anything, this year I'm actually making less money than I was making last year and the year before that, and it's crazy. Like I'm only making 3K a month, to be honest, when I hit a lot higher a year ago, and I'm regressing. And when you're surrounded with people that you know people that know who you are, and people that are strangers constantly telling you that how great you are, how cool you are, it starts to mess with you because you start to believe it. And you know some might argue that it's confidence, but it's not. Me believing that I'm actually better than who I was just did damage, right? Me thinking that, I've made it got me stuck. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. Like there's no like I'm still here. I haven't made any moves. Like yeah, you can argue, that there are things that I have done that I wasn't doing a year ago. Let's say right now I have a team which I didn't have a year ago, but I started hiring people. I have a team, right? And I have systems. I'm building systems and all this back end stuff, right? But if I was just wasn't prideful, bro, I'd be so much further than I am. And the reason why I'm making this video is because today was actually it was a hard day. Okay. I don't know, man. Like I just woke up and thought to myself, what even is the point of everything? What even is the point, bro? What even is the point? Okay, let's say I get money. Now what? What's the point? I'm alive. Even if I don't work today, I'll be alive tomorrow. So what really is the point? But I don't think that's a good mindset. I think that's another form of pride, actually, now that I think about it. Because I feel entitled to have a stable life. When in reality, you could die anytime. Your tomorrow is not guaranteed. Your life is like a vapor. There's a Bible verse, I forgot which one it is. But yeah, it's like your life is like a vapor, something like that. One moment it can just pass through, something like that. Okay. Um, but yeah, another thing is with me, right? I have a fitness coach. One of the things I have stupidly did, one of the mistakes I stupidly had done was for a year straight I didn't really follow him, right? Now you're thinking to yourself, what the hell is wrong with you? Why didn't you follow him? Exactly, because of pride. Look, he gave me a diet which consists of high carbs and protein and fat. Okay. For those, like that's a good macro. Now, I remember last year I was like really into this high fat, high protein kind of diet. I don't necessarily know why, but I believe I saw it from like TikTok and I just got influenced by it. Now, when he gave me this diet, number one, I didn't follow it, right? So I was doing that for a year straight. And at the end of the year, I was wondering to myself, why didn't I make any progress? No, bro, that's so stupid. Why didn't I because I didn't follow the guy. I was prideful. I thought my knowledge was better than his. When in reality, that's his job is to transform people to you know get them the body they want. But for somehow Rob here knows everything, and I didn't follow it. Now my physique was still the same. It's still the same. Like another thing I was prideful of was my sleep. Like because, I have this thing where I wake up at 4:30 every night every day, 4:30 a.m. And a year ago, um I was thinking to myself, "Oh, if I just wake up at 4:30, sleeping early does not matter." When my fitness coach told me specifically to get 8 hours of sleep, I didn't follow it. Look, I'm still the same. I'm not shredded. I don't got a six pack abs, right? And I think everything comes down to mindset. It truly is how tough your mind is in order to become like successful. Cause bro, like recently, bro, this past 6 months, it's just been testing my resolve on how much I would truly want to do the things I want to do. I'm developing my mind, but at the same time, I'm falling a lot harder. And when you fall a lot harder, it actually tends to have a bigger sting, making you question if this is even the right thing you're doing. It makes you want to ask if should I even keep going. And that's literally what happened today. Is if I, you know, why am I even barbering? But I know to myself this is not my end calling. Being a barber isn't my end destination, okay? It's a platform for me to move forward. What I truly want to do is help people out there to, to succeed, okay? I want to help barbers succeed. That's my main goal. As I actually want to help barbers succeed. But the true reality is, if I cannot help myself, how am I supposed to help others? How am I supposed to help other barbers, face their problems if I can't even do it myself, right? But yeah, most of my clients will know or can relate to this. I've always wanted to inspire people because not there's not enough people out there that actually encourages you to do what's against the social norms, right? For instance, I dropped out of uni and that's against the social norm. And up till now, if you told someone that, they will be so surprised if they heard that come out your mouth. Oh, you've dropped out uni, really? To pursue your little business? I hate that, right? I want people to I want to inspire people, especially barbers. I want to help them succeed because there's a lot of talent in the barbering industry that isn't fully maximized. There's a lot of potential with the barbers here, but most of them just don't have the right information, and that's why I'm here. I want to help people. Okay. In short, pride is going to delay you. It's going to make you less money. It's going to stagnate your progress, and it's just a no go. And it takes a lot of self-reflection for you to realize you're being prideful, and that's a skill in itself. But once you realize, let's say you're being prideful, once you clock to yourself that you're being prideful, and once you can like snatch out of it, I believe you can move forward. You can progress after that, because I feel like pride is a ceiling. Once you get past pride, there's another ceiling that you have to face, which I haven't found because I just broke through pride. Okay, I just done it. But I mean, these things will never disappear. It will always show up until you keep resisting and retaliating, and yeah. But I mean, yeah, guys, that's all I've got today. I've got a haircut in a bit, so yeah. Sorry if I'm sounding weird. I'm sick right now, and yeah, guys. I mean, if you found this video like helpful, or if you managed to take anything from it, any value, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe if you're new. If you want to follow my journey to me being successful, or you can follow my socials, Road to Blends on TikTok and Instagram, so you can see my work. And yeah, I'll see you again next time. And for real, I'm gonna be posting more. No, I aim to do once a week, and I'm going to document every single thing that I do, like this. The realizations of my life. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you, bro.